Ladies and gentlemen, there it is, and the queue has popped. Welcome back to another weekly installment of the Light Party Podcast. You already know who it is. It's your least favorite tank's least favorite tank, TITOKMF. And I'm joined, as always, one gun is not enough. We have another gun. We have Mike.
I got a gun. Two guns.
Not lately. Well, you do have a gun lately. You've been in war.
I know. Which is the one place you would think you would have a gun.
He actually doesn't.
Right. Swords are acceptable in war.
Speaking of war, someone who's always ready for battle, it's Warchamp.
Warchamp 7.
Warchamp 7.
Keep me decorated.
That's true. He did earn that 7. He killed the other 6.
Hell yeah.
Hey, we don't talk about that.
What? Speaking of talking, you know who's really good at talking? Virum. Virum's here.
No, that's a lie. I'm only good at talking about specific things.
That's good at talking, though. As someone who's also good at talking about specific things, some people think about it as they can't talk about anything.
That is true.
Like me.
No, that's not true.
That's not true.
You're on 2 different podcasts. Well, one, you're not really on Japan Time.
Yeah. There's a reason. We won't talk about that.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. But what we are going to talk about today, as you can see by the title, is we are going to continue our tier list odyssey with Stormblood here. But before we do that, before we get into that, we got some housekeeping stuff that we want to get through. First things first, a little bit of an update as well. Now, 2 out of the 3 people who are on the Odyssey, myself and Virum, have now got all of our combat classes to 100. Virum, how does victory feel?
It feels beautiful. It feels like a little mobile TV with an expressive little face and hands.
It feels like the corpse of Aaronville's mother. That's what it feels like.
Sure, I wasn't going to go there, but sure.
I mean, it is.
Damn.
It is. Is it not? You know, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be honest. I hate the way heroes sit on that mount. I'm man-spreading on every mount. Why? Every other mount. Regardless. Mike, where are you at?
Oh, let's see. Well, everything is 71 plus. Dragoon actually just hit 90 yesterday, so that's been retired from Boja until everything else is, and now we're working on Samurai, and that's neat. Swords are acceptable in war.
Yeah, I mean, we've had the discussion about it, about leveling. I think one of the things as well when it comes to Boja, I like Boja. Boja's really fun, but like doing it all the time just sounds
Zadnor has increased my like for Boja by like a lot.
Why? Because Xandor sucks?
No, because the metal gain is like 10 times compared to Southern Front.
Oh yeah,
so you can actually get shit.
Yeah, you can get shit if there are people in there.
There's I haven't found a time where it's been dead. There's a deceptive amount of people.
And if you hear that, we have a breaking news report coming in from the front line. Well, not specifically the front line. We have our mental roulette correspondent Virum coming in. Virum coming in from the front line. How is that going? How has been the mental roulette, sir?
Well, we're almost 400.
Oh my god,
it's going pretty
yeah.
okay. It's been a pretty interesting experience. I have managed to fail a guild hest, not due to any fault of my own, but because the people involved decided to kill the turtle involved in that guild hest. If you know the one, the hero of the half shell, they killed the turtle and failed the guild hest, killing my streak. Yeah, that happened.
Well, thank you for your report. We'll keep it locked on that. Thank you, I appreciate it.
The Tifa cosplayer followed me into Zadnor help.
What do you mean help?
No, help is correct. And I know
she's leaving because we're like one of 3 people there.
we're getting as well. Warchamp, what have you been up to? Have you been doing any high level content recently?
Buddy, I've not been playing this goddamn game.
That's true.
I log on every time we do the show just to like, pretend that I still play in between all of the stuff that's keeping me occupied.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you want to play.
I want to play.
He wants to play so bad.
I just don't have the time for it.
I know.
But I have this time blocked out, so I get an excuse, I get a reason.
Yeah. Well,
It's rough. And every time too, I log on and I look at the leveling, and I'm like, I want to get back on the Odyssey. I want to get back on the train. And then I see just like a wall of like 6 things in the 60 to 70 range. I'm just like, no, I don't want to play my 62 monk. I don't want to play my 60 dragoon. I don't want to play my 64 samurai. I don't want to play my 60
you
machinist.
endured black mage. Nothing gets worse than that.
That's true.
But I did that first. I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, so it's easier afterwards. Like 62 monk, you're playing the same job as you do at 100, just slightly less cool.
It's like boring until 80 though.
I mean,
I don't want to play 60 dancer. At least like I'm so envious of Mike now because he's got everything at 70, and it's like at least now you get to do like the Warfront.
Yeah,
there's something there instead of just fucking the Ormvale Stormblood dungeon rip.
You know, when I started leveling dancer, it's funny that you mentioned 60 dancer. It wasn't until like level 80 that I got a roulette where I could actually use dance partner.
Same.
And
that's what I'm saying. These jobs don't become real until 80. I'm in the zone where like leveling...
You get dance partner at 60, you get it off rip. I just couldn't play the class.
Yeah, you just can't because every time you log into these fucking dailies, it's just like, hey, you're level 10, right? You want to play Sastasha again?
No.
It's like what?
You can't dungeon spam after 60 either. Like it's just so.
Yeah.
It's
I think we're talking about
so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it's very very fun. We're talking about Stormblood. Actually, it's good. It's a good. Speaking of dungeon spamming in the 60 range, I guess it was to be the 50 to 60 range, right? Technically,
60 70.
60 70 60 70 is what I meant. Which, look at all these dungeons that you can't really do because you're leveling DPS, but you could do. We're gonna start here with our tier list of all the Stormblood dungeons. I think before we get into like in general like tiering all these, I will say I do think Stormblood overall has some dungeons I really really like. And I think I'm gonna be honest, I think I was gonna give like a measured, nuanced take, but I think I'm just gonna be bombastic. I don't think there's a single good dungeon until Stormblood. I don't think there's a dungeon that's actually good until Stormblood.
Wow.
I'm trying to there are dungeons that are fun and dungeons that are funny, but is there an actual quality dungeon that's like, wow, everything about this dungeon kind of clicks and is good and checks all the I don't think so until Stormblood. Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not crazy.
If that's your criteria, then yeah. I mean, it's probably not until realistically Stormblood.
Yeah. So we're gonna go through all of these dungeons as a review for our uninitiated on these tier lists. This is the traded the whatever patent
ranking tier list.
Yes, thank you. Would queue for fun is the top. Would I queue for this for fun? Funny and good. Daily, sure. Just funny, which is ironically probably my favorite tier.
Yes.
Low roll and oh god no. So we will begin with Viram, since Viram knows all these dungeons. Viram, what's the first Stormblood dungeon?
The Siren Song Sea.
The Siren Song. Wait, oh, I guess it is.
Oh. Level 61.
Is it not working?
You don't got the boat?
No, I'm trying to.
Oh, you got the boat.
There we go. It wasn't showing up on the screen. There we go, viewers. There we go. The Siren Song Sea. Okay. How do we feel about this boat? Here's this boat.
All right, I'm gonna put it to you this way. Look. All right. When I was getting my last few classes out of the 50 range into the 60s, I purposefully purposefully made sure that those dailies would get me to 63 to skip this dungeon.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Stormblood stinker. And like
This
there
is
aren't many in Stormblood, I think, but this is definitely it's just boring.
It's the worst one.
right.
It's the worst one.
Inherently, there is nothing wrong with this dungeon. It is boring as sin, though.
This shit mid as fuck.
It's boring.
I think it's fine.
Okay, so so you have, I think, okay, if I remember correctly.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm biased. I know what happened.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
There's a section in the middle with blue fire. Never mind.
Oh,
I got
I
played.
see.
Is that the governor?
Yeah.
I was just like,
That's
oh,
the little
I have
boat
fond
right before
memories of
the.
this dungeon, and then I'm like, oh wait, I know why.
It's the boat right before the governor.
Yeah.
Oh. Is the final boss the spirit thing?
Yeah, it's the march.
Yeah, with the tears,
It's the merch.
the morbid advance and the morbid retreat. And
Oh god.
it's one of those fights where it's just a lot of pointless downtime.
Oh god. The governor's the only good part of this boss fight.
I think the march mechanic's neat. I think it's the first time they do something a little bit interesting that isn't just like awful.
I like the governor though. I think the governor's a better boss.
I also think, and I believe the devs are getting somewhat on the same page as well for future content, is that there needs to be a little bit more pointless downtime, because trying to get rid of all of it is what we got out of Endwalker.
Yeah.
Because all the melees were just like, oh, I hate when the boss jumps really far away and I miss a GCD, or I hate when the boss disappears. I have to lose whatever, or I can't hit buttons, and it's like, but that's when you get like the interesting stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just press meditate.
This is a low roll, right?
Part of the problem is that because they've made Picto, if they make downtime, they have to think about Picto, because Picto just gobbles up downtime and becomes ridiculous, which is why it's ridiculous in FRU.
What a good class.
I always forget what my one friend described it as, and I think it was that Picto gets to launder GCDs.
Yeah, gets to smuggle them.
Yeah.
Wave the brush for a bit.
I honestly, again, we're ranking these in comparison to in the expansion, right? I low key don't know of a dungeon worse than this, unless I'm missing one.
In this expansion,
Yeah,
there probably isn't. Maybe one of the post
one of the 70s.
Stormblood ones. Yeah, that we'll get to.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna nominate this goes in oh god no. I hate this dungeon.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think it's that bad.
You don't think it's that bad?
I'd low roll it. I don't.
It's
The
hate
bottom
it.
of low roll?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All right. I will concede there. Okay, what the fuck is next?
Shisui of the Violet Tides.
Is this water?
like-
More water?
Again,
Yeah.
I might be a little biased at this very moment. Like when I'm thinking, oh god, no, I'm thinking Tamtara Deepcroft, which I'm sitting in right now.
Not Tara Deep Drop.
And I'm like, if you gun to my head, you're like, do you want to go to Tamtara or do you want to go to Siren Song Sea? I'm picking the boat every time.
You know, that's fair. I would
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Gun to his head. Siren Song C. Tamtara. Warchamp says, "Shoot me."
Put me on the boat.
just shoot
Throw
me.
off the boat.
Holy shit. I feel like I do this dungeon a lot. I feel like I roll this a lot.
Yes.
Okay, it's not just me.
This dungeon for me.
This is Ruby Princess, right? This is Seduce.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
has-
dungeon for some reason attracts like drama for me. I don't know why.
What?
Just like there was this one run that I did where I was on healer and just like the tank just decided to stop pulling things after like one of the DPS started pulling, and there was just like this whole vote dismiss war and everyone's time was being wasted, and I don't know, I feel like shit happens here. Granted,
What
that's
the
independent
fuck?
of the dungeon itself. The dungeon itself is fun. It's just I just have funny memories tied to this dungeon.
That's insane. This dungeon
Surprise.
has one of my personal favorite tank pulls
Yeah. The after the second boss.
right
Or-
after the second boss.
Yeah, it's
That
a
makes
good
you
pull.
feel something different.
It's like it's kind of difficult on healer because 63 is a level where you've almost got a good kit, but you're not quite there. Like White Mage, for instance, at that level, like you don't quite have Divine Benison yet,
Mhm.
and you don't quite have like Plenary Indulgence, so your kit isn't as strong as it could be. But at least you have Lilies and Tetragrammaton.
Right.
So you got to be on the ball for your tank.
I think I am going to nominate Just Funny for this only because of Seduce. I think that's one of the. I think it's so funny when people do this, especially for the first time, and they're like, "Don't get in the box," and then they get kicked 3 times because they don't know what to do. Because I
Gotta
think
turn
this,
into an old lady.
yeah, I think this is one of the very maybe not the first, but it's one of the first major times in a dungeon where it's like you have to opt into the debuff.
Yeah. Now the cool thing to do is like when she does just before she does the seduce, instead of already having taken the box, you stand in line with the box, so you walk into it during the seduce.
That's really funny.
Swag.
Yeah.
I think you lose uptime for that though, don't you?
Yeah, but it's a dungeon. Who cares?
Valid. He's right.
He's right.
He's right.
right.
And he
He's
should say
right.
it.
It's
He's
a
right.
level 63 dungeon. Who
He's
cares?
right. No, he's right. He's right. He's correct and he's right.
I think this is funny and good for me. I
Funny
genuinely
and
enjoy
good.
This. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'd
genuinely
probably
enjoy
put
this
it there,
dungeon.
too.
I will put it. I will say Just Funny or Daily Sure at the most. Vorchamp, what say you?
I'm trying to remember if this is the dungeon where there's
Bunch of geysers.
No, is this the one where
Yeah.
there's a pole in the middle with like the manta rays or whatever, and there's like
Yes.
the waves that push you? Yeah, that's a fun pole.
No,
No.
You're thinking of which one is it? Is it Drowned City of Scala? Yeah, I think it's one of the level 70 dungeons you're thinking of.
It's you're like
the
you're
first.
underwater.
The first pull is. No, sorry. The first boss is Scorpion, where you kick its leg, or you kick it in the shin. Second boss is
Yeah, I might be
Lady.
thinking of a different one then.
Third boss is Big Fish, whose mechanics I never do. I just kill it.
It goes underwater for a little bit.
Sure. My time.
I think it's this one. I might be wrong though.
Is the pool you're thinking of? Is it like a straight line and you have to hide behind rocks to avoid
Yeah.
waves?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not this dungeon.
That's not this dungeon.
Okay.
It's another dungeon where you're in water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can defer to
I-
Just Funny then.
I know which one. It might be Temple of the Fist actually. I'm trying to remember because this is a good dungeon.
Do we want to split the difference? Warchamp and I say Just Funny. You guys say Funny and Good. Daily Shore.
Yeah, I'm down for
Yeah.
that.
But we'll split
That's
the
fine.
Yeah.
because I wouldn't mind this. Like I said, I roll it a lot in dailies and I don't really complain. Okay. I know which one's next.
Yeah.
Who's trying to go on a fucking game show, boys? Yes, sir.
I'm trying to play some Mario Party.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
This
sir.
dungeon is fire.
I've gotten this in leveling for 2 days in a row now.
Oh, Dial Auto.
It's
Are we all agree this is at least funny and good?
yes.
Easily.
This is funny.
This is what boss downtime needs to be.
Yeah.
Because so the biggest problem I think before with downtime is like losing, your buffs or whatever. And I think at this point with the changes to Umbral Soul for Black Mage, like that's just not a thing for anyone anymore.
Uh-huh.
So like just start putting in more downtime and make it fun and interesting like this. Because I can keep Enochian now as Black Mage. It doesn't matter
Yep.
if you do a fucking 30-second intermission. I can keep all my stuff. So like
You click
Bring back
Umbral
downtime.
Soul and we chill.
yeah, bring back interesting stuff like this.
I really like this. I really like this dungeon a lot. I think its pacing
Also,
is good.
That first pull,
I was just
pull
gonna
to
say,
wall is devilish.
That first pull is fire. I was just about to say about that first pull with all the with the 2 blocks.
Yep.
There was another huge one like halfway through the dungeon and they removed it now.
Yeah.
which makes me sad, but also I understand because it probably killed most people every time.
And also, it's also funny. It's super funny for boss 1 for Garula because sometimes people just die. Some people just die to that boss because they don't know what to do. With the first fucking with the guy that charges at you,
Mhm.
very funny.
I had 2 new players to that dungeon in leveling today.
Did they enjoy it?
They had fun. They were chained up every time. It
You get
was
to
pretty
watch
great.
now.
Yeah. The second wave was pretty scary because I was the only one that wasn't chained, and I was like, "Don't worry, I got it." And so we just fixed it, and then I think me and our Picto, who was the only non-new person, uh, made it to not get hit by the meteor, which is very funny.
I might
You know,
queue
that's
this for fun, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they need to do though, is they need to do downtime mechanics that are like competitive.
Yeah.
You know? Like make it so that like only one person can actually win. Like give me a little mini FF14 battle royale, you know?
Or I want a downtime that's like the 1v1s in Boja. Where it's like where like the boss is 4 guys and you each 1v1 a guy.
Oh god.
And people watch. It's like, yeah!
Just implement duels into dungeons,
Yeah,
man.
just dual bosses.
Sure.
I'm queuing this for fun, bro.
Literally like do a mechanic that's like DPS meters but not. Like put everyone in a 1v1 with an ad and then have like something happen based on whoever does the most damage and like, you know, scale it appropriately so that like the healers don't have to do as much, like, you know, like weight it. Make it a little mini competition.
No,
I do like
we don't do
the,
that in FF14, man.
this happens a few times, and Temple of the Fist is one of them, and we'll get to it, but there's some bosses that actually time how fast you clear them and then have different, dialogues, different little text pop-ups based on how fast you cleared that boss.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Or even like, you
Mm.
know, like late parties. You know, like I don't know if everyone well, I think everyone here has done maybe not. See a Sacrifice Extreme?
I've done it unsynced.
Yeah, I've done it
Yeah.
unsynced.
Yeah. There's a part in that fight where like there's 2 ads and like you have to split up into late parties just by the nature of the mechanics, but like
Right.
do like a forceful split and then like just do like a cool little flair for like whichever party does better or something. Make it competitive, make it fun.
Competition breeds fun. And we
True.
like to play Mario Party in FF.
I'm not toxic.
I am.
I'm
All
incredibly
right.
toxic.
I think everyone knows what comes after this.
Doma Castle.
Doma Castle.
This is in my top 5 tracks.
Yeah, the music here
Banger
fucks.
track.
The music here fucks. I like the let me word this correctly. I like the pathing in this dungeon. I don't like the mobbing. If that makes sense. Like I think the environment is cool. I think it's really dynamic, and I think like because this has the cannons in it too.
Mhm.
So like I like that. I just think the mobs are kind of boring. Like I don't think any of the pulls are that interesting. But it kind of makes up for it by the fact that like they have the cannons and the environment is cool.
You don't like the big double cannon pull?
It's
Where you
okay.
just pull through both cannons like a psychopath?
Yeah, that's what I do. But it's like fuck it, you know. I like Chainsaw Man is okay.
This really be the expansion of big ass pulls, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking huge pulls, but this one's kind of boring to me. I don't know. But I don't mind this. Like if I rolled this in dailies, that'd be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. If I get this in dailies, I'm good.
There's nothing funny about this dungeon, I think, but there's nothing bad about this dungeon either. I don't think.
I don't know, man. The final boss is quite funny. His
Well-
lines are funny.
He does
This
talk
is
a
a
lot
big
of
old
shit.
Doom reference. Man wants to be Doom guy so bad.
He does want to be Doom guy so bad, but he's not Doom guy. I mean, I could do daily, sure.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
like
that's a
this
good spot
dungeon.
for it.
Next,
That'd be
Next up,
Castrum
we have
Abani.
indeed
Astrum I'm gonna be honest. I haven't done because I think they added this after, right? Or am I bugging?
No, you're right because I remember getting this in roulette one time, and it was your first time through it.
Yeah.
It's not a new dungeon, but the bosses were like completely changed, I think. Probably for duty support.
This is an optional? No, it's not. It's a story dungeon.
No, it's a story
it's a
dungeon.
story.
Story, yeah.
I don't remember. I don't think I've like. Yeah. I don't remember. The fuck? Did they add this later?
No.
Okay.
They just completely changed the bosses, I think.
Okay. Maybe I didn't do the new version. Regardless, I don't really remember a lot about this dungeon, to be quite honest with you. I think I've done it maybe once or twice. Maybe.
This is the one where the second boss has like the debuffs, like the elemental debuffs, and you have to like switch.
I think.
That's how it used to be. They changed that at some point, and then like late Endwalker, they changed that boss completely. So instead of having the debuffs, it does a set of fire moves, then a set of ice moves, then a set of thunder moves, and like that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
And then by then it's dead.
If Tito knows the old one or the new one.
Yeah.
I don't.
The old one, the boss would get like a fire debuff, and you had to like go step in a circle to get a lightning debuff.
Oh,
to be
that's
able to, like,
this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
They completely changed that boss. Though.
Oh, that's what I'm getting like this fucking Mandela effect cognitive dissonance right now. Because I was like, what you're saying right now sounds super giga familiar. I was like, 'cause I remember those buffs like only like I was like, oh, lightning. There's elemental damage in this game. I get it. But yeah, does anyone feel any particular way about this dungeon? I don't think it's bad, or I'm pretty indifferent on it, to be honest.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, it's kind of right down the middle.
Okay, Castro, I'm neutral on it. So what do y'all want to do?
I think we kind of talked it through on Daily Sure.
Daily Shore. Daily Shore. Like I don't know. Oh no. Al amigo. We're hitting 70s now. There are so many 70s.
There are. I don't get this one very often.
This is the first Xenos dungeon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is you fight Xenos at the end. This is where you get soul extracted in the second
Oh,
one.
that one's cool. I
This
like
one's
that.
cool. This one's really cool. I like this one a lot. Then this is when you have to run back to your nerd.
Yep.
What is it called? It's called like Mind Hack or some bullshit like that.
Mind Jack.
Mind Jack, where you fight Eggman.
Yeah. Initiate soul extraction.
Yeah. This one's
What?
fun.
The soul rebels.
He talks so much shit.
It has.
And it's all, oh, and there you go. Competitive downtime. You're racing to see which will get back to your body first.
Can't believe during the segment of Endwalker when we're dealing with Xenos, they just completely invented a body swapping device that they've never used before.
Mm. And then proceeded to never use it again.
Yeah, that's true. I think this, I don't know if I would queue this for fun. It's close though, but I definitely think this is funny and good.
Yeah.
Is it funny though? Like definitely Daily Sure minimum.
I think it's pretty. I think the soul extraction. He talks so much shit. I think it's a lot of. I think it's pretty funny. And you could do that those fat pulls when you go up against the gates.
You're right.
I don't know if I would queue for fun. I think I would. Would anybody queue for fun?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Probably
Just
not.
hang out with Xenos again.
Definitely not.
Why not, man? What do you
We'll
mean?
get into that into a different episode.
Now speaking of fat pulls, probably the fattest pull in the whole expansion, Kugane Castle. Right? Because you pull all the nerds in the castle, right? You pull them all.
Yep.
Right? You pull right? Because you go through all those doors and you just pull from one side of the castle to the other.
in I think after the first boss.
After the
or
first
maybe the
boss,
second-
after you
yeah.
fight what's his fuck? The big red guy.
Mm.
I think
I
this
did
is it.
dungeon so late. You fight him right at the end. You're Jimbo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fight him right at the end.
I refer to this as the good castle.
What you mean, bro? You don't like Stone Vigil?
No,
I
he
love
does
Stone-
like Stone
I
Vigil.
love Stone Vigil.
We
I'm
went
the
through
one
this.
person.
You're
who
not the
loves
one
Stone
person.
Vigil.
We
I love
all
old
we all
Stone
stand
Vigil.
Stone Vigil.
I enjoy new Stone Vigil, but I loved old Stone Vigil.
That's true.
Old one was better.
Um,
I don't have like strong feelings on Doma Castle. I like Kugane Castle.
I like Kogana Castle too. I would put this in. I honestly would put this still in Daily Sure, but I would put it above Doma Castle
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
here. All right, Mike. Talk about Temple of the Fist, man.
Temple of the Fist. You got to punch a cat. Punch two cats.
This dungeon sucks, man.
What?
Fucking blows.
Wait, is that this dungeon?
Yes. You fight two
Yep.
coral in the beginning.
You got to fight two
Oh
cats.
yeah. I was thinking of a different dungeon.
You fight
that
this
happens- that
cat.
comes
You
up
fight a
later.
cat, and then you fight you fight a guy with arm. You fight a statue in the middle, I think, and then you fight an old
Yeah.
man at the end.
So
Yeah.
you fight the statue in the middle, which is like a monk training dummy, which is one of those things like I told you where they time you, and they have different text option or text things at the end of it based on how fast you did. And then you fight like the big monk man himself, Mr. Coral Fist. That's cool. This dungeon's pretty fun when you run through it as a monk, but it's kind of mid if anything else.
I think this dungeon sucks, man. That's just me.
There's a good blue mage spell in here.
Oh, okay, cool. Low roll. Sick. Thanks for making that easy.
Damn, my feelings.
Thanks for doing that. All right,
No.
next. Thanks for making that. You made that real easy. I thought we were gonna have a whole conversation about it, but I guess we didn't. Drowned City of Scala.
I don't really remember this dungeon.
I don't remember this either. Let me look at it. Oh, you fight this horse.
Oh, that's also another really important blue mage spell.
All right.
All right.
All
You know
right.
what's going.
Yep. Yeah. Drowned City.
That one helps with your fate clearing.
Okay.
Hydro Pull's very good.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a good blue mage spell.
How do we feel about Hell's Lid?
Have you done that one yet?
I don't remember.
Have you got there in the Four Lord storyline?
I must have.
Oh, if this is the
Actually, I
Four
can
Lords
check.
one, then yeah, then I like this.
I can check.
You fight Genbu at the end of this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have it.
Oh yeah, because this is the starting one.
Yeah.
Mm.
You have the other one? you
I
don't.
don't have Swallow's Compass. No.
Oh, you gotta get Swallow's Compass, bro.
I just don't want to do these. Man. I don't want
It's fine. It's 2 trials and 2 dungeons.
2 trials.
2
Yes!
trials, 2 dungeons, and they're all good.
They are all good.
Here's the thing, right? I don't have my Cactuar yet.
The tiger picks you up and punches you in the face.
Okay, why would I want that when I can have a buff ass Sabatender Cactuar put me on his shoulder and I can ride around?
Because
can
it's the
do
newest
both.
dungeon. Right?
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't have time for both.
Insane.
Hell's Lid. I don't remember this being bad. I just don't remember it really, which says a lot.
I think is this the one with a kind of a devious first boss?
I
I feel like
boss.
because I feel like this first boss has like an attack that if you don't know how to resolve it, it can just wipe people.
Has a bunch of AoEs. Attacker will jump to a player other than the tank and will follow that player. Kite him around the area because he starts drooling lava. Likewise, he will drop his face mask and shield. And after some time, he will jump to the shield. Okay. He just chases the boss around. He just chases your healer around.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
And then you fight Genbu at the end.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, this is okay though.
I think this is Daily Sure.
Daily Shore. I mean, to be honest, I don't know where people feel about
people-
this, but I feel like if most dungeons in expansion are landing around here, that's probably good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Probably a good thing.
It's very good.
The fight at the end of Hellsloot is very cool.
I might have to go do that dungeon again just to see.
It's the turtle, and it's like does like little water things, and there's the arrows on the platforms.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember.
Little puzzle solving.
Yeah.
Little baby puzzle.
I believe this is Ultima Beast.
The Fractal Continuum Hard.
Is this Ultima Beast? Is this Mother Bitch?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I actually like the bosses here. I like the vibe of this.
Yeah. Az's Law is just cool.
Yeah, it's Az's Law carry, to be honest.
I don't remember this.
I think I've done this once unsynced.
Yeah, probably me. Was this optional?
Yeah, it's optional.
Yeah, that might be why.
And like, it has a kind of has a relatively unique way of like navigating through it, if I recall correctly. I think both of them do. You're going through like these different doors and stuff.
Yeah. I like Motherbit a lot. I think this is fine. I don't think it's offensive in any way.
I love that Mother Bit is just a giant poetic.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
funny.
Yeah, fight a poetic. If you want it, nerd, yeah. Okay, I haven't done the Swallow's Compass, so one of y'all is gonna have to tell me.
Fire. I like this dungeon a lot. I think it's really cool. War Champ, this is the one with the waves.
Okay, yeah, this one. Put it up.
Yeah.
Put it up.
Put it up.
Okay.
And you fight the monkey at the end. You fight Goku at the end.
Oh shit.
Like Goku at the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beat Power
Wukong.
Pole.
You gotta
Fight
do like a lap.
Wukong.
You gotta do a lap
You fight-
around the middle
yep.
room, and then you go
You
into
fight
the middle
Wukong
room.
with the Power Pole.
Yeah, this is top.
I mean, I'll just believe you.
You fight the water dude with the puddle in the middle.
Yeah. Very cool dungeon.
Yeah, this
I've
one's
had
good.
this a couple of times in Mentees and I've enjoyed it every time.
Unironically would queue for fun.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Looks like I'll do it. Eventually. One of these days. Speaking of dungeons that are fun.
Are we at the burn? We're at the motherfucking burn.
Love
This is
the
a good
burn.
ass dungeon right
This is a
here.
good ass dungeon, I
is-
tell you right there, boy. I tell you what, Miss Dragon was the best boss you ever see in your goddamn life, bro.
You know why this is a good dungeon?
The music.
Die?
Shadowbringers is a Shadowbringers dungeon in disguise.
It is a Shadowbringers
Shadowbringers
dungeon in
dungeon.
disguise. That's
Yeah.
fact. He's
This
so
is top
brave.
3 song.
They nerfed it though.
Yeah, bro. It used to body me.
Miss Dragon used to ruin your fucking life, and now it tickles you.
Boo.
I don't know how many times I wiped to Miss Dragon.
I've wiped a lot to Miss Dragon.
God,
And
I
I
love
would-
the burn so much.
It was a mechanic that was like trying to teach you too. Like,
Yes.
it was a learnable thing, but people don't pay attention, so they had to get rid of it.
People do not learn.
And it
No.
makes me sad because it used to be you would hit the dragon and it would like smoke you, and it's like don't hit the Mist Dragon or you get smoked. And people just wouldn't correlate the fact that they're hitting the dragon and getting smoked. So they took it out.
He used
Now
to
it
take 8
just, like,
billion
freezes you.
damage.
It just like freezes you now.
Yeah.
Which is like from a game design perspective, it's a little bit better. It's like, oh, if you hit the dragon, you stop doing things. Like, okay, stun's better. But it was funny before.
I still think it's good.
It's still good.
Mm.
People still wipe to this though.
Oh yeah, it'll still mess you up.
I'm gonna nominate funny and good for the burn.
Oh, I thought we were going right to would queue for fun.
I would
thought
queue
we
this
You're
for
right.
fun. I would queue this for fun. I wanted to be conservative, but if everyone thinks it's queue for fun, I
I-
agree.
Yeah.
I'm queuing this for fun exclusively for music.
The music is fire here.
That's on my rotation, man. Land Long Dead on rotation.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've done this. Whatever the fuck this is.
Arboretum Hard.
Have I done this? I don't even know.
You want me to make it easy
This
for you? I can make it easy
this
for you right now
Sure.
with my magic phrase. Are you ready?
Sure.
There are 2 blue mage spells here.
Oh my god.
One's really important for tanking.
has
No.
mud.
Now time to go
One
to the
mud
most
here.
important, my
We
favorite
need-
dungeon in the whole
funny.
fucking dungeon.
We need a new Tito, hold on, we need a new tier.
Oh, right. Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
we
right,
need a
Right,
blue
right,
mage
right,
tier.
right, right,
It's
right,
an
right.
important blue mage spell here.
We need a blue mage
We
tier.
gotta throw it in the blue mage bin.
Yeah, I get my own tier now, boys. Let's
Okay.
go. That spell's strong as shit. From the first boss here for tanking, that's really good.
Okay. All right. We're good?
It's a 20% max HP increase for 70 seconds if you're a tank.
Now we're
Report-
getting speaking of things that are really, really fucking good. The Gimlight Dark is fire.
Power Rangers.
The
I love
Gimlight Dark is crazy.
the Power Rangers.
This is my favorite. I'm gonna be biased. This is my favorite. This is like a top 5 dungeon for me. Like unironically, I love this dungeon. Even after running it 8 billion times for some reason, I think it was
It was a chess piece.
was it a glamour?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it was for the jacket that you immediately threw away for the near one.
Yeah.
This dungeon is very cool. I don't like the 2 Garlean feeders at the end that talk all that shit, despite the fact that they're 2 fucking nobodies.
They're 2 jobbers.
My favorite because they're the Power Rangers. They got that sick ass tag in animation, man.
They're doing.
That is fun.
I also think it's a good dungeon. I think for me, the thing about this dungeon that I really like is that it checks every box. The gameplay, especially like when you're learning it, it's really fun to do. And even though you kind of figure it out later, I still think it's fun to do because it's really unique, especially Julia and Ania. I think the Power Rangers are really fun. I think narratively, it's a really cool dungeon because you get the whole thing with Papalimo and Fleece.
Not Papalimo.
Or not Papalimo.
Pippin.
Pippin.
Pippin,
You get Pippin and Lise like fighting the fucking robot.
Yeah.
I think the pulls are the only part where I'm like, the pulls kind of suck here, but I think the rest of it kind of makes. I think this is for me personally. I think this is the best Stormblood. That's me. I'm really biased.
I do think it's funny in the final boss where they're like, no one's ever withstood this attack, and then you withstand it, and they do it again, and they're like, no one's ever withstood this twice.
Yeah, no one's ever seen this twice.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wait, by the virtue of me seeing it twice, doesn't that make what you just said untrue? Holy shit. So I have queued this for fun. Like, I'm not even gonna, this is one of the things where it's like, I've literally queued this for fun. So
Yeah, I have to.
that's where I'm at, but I want to see what you guys think about the Gimlight Dark.
God, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until after the wind down before I say this one.
Okay.
Because it has nothing to do with the dungeon that we're currently talking
Sure.
about right now.
Mr. Warcham 7, do you have an opinion on the Gimlight Dark?
It's up there. I'm not sure if it's would queue for fun.
Okay.
At least for me, I don't think it's up there.
Okay. But is it
Age-
funny and good?
I mean, the tag team mechanic is very fucking funny.
The Power Rangers are very funny.
No one's ever survived this, and then 4 people survive it.
And no one's ever seen this twice.
Is pretty great. Definitely channeling like fucking shonen anime bullshit,
Yeah.
and that's got a soft spot in my heart for that. I could do funny and good.
It is cool just like seeing various other characters actually do shit in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you mentioned Lise and Pippin before, but Emmerich is also there, if I recall
Right.
correctly.
Yeah, he is.
You even have like Connie Senna with her shield at that one point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is cool.
Where would you put it?
Hmm, I don't know. Because I'm maybe also in funny and good.
Okay. We will go conservative and put it right here. All right, cool. This.
Let's see.
Oh no,
Oh, he fucked it. Look what he did.
it's fine. It's whatever. I had it up for a second.
Oh, for making the the blue mage bin. By the way, there's gonna be some that hurt.
Oh,
Hell's Lid and Swallows have to go there.
It's okay. They're still good.
yeah.
Still good.
In spite of.
In
In
spite of.
spite of.
Yeah, that category is for the ones with no redeeming factors and their blue mage spells.
Yeah.
There are 3 on the next one. I'm not gonna tell you which 3. We're just gonna make you sweat.
Oh
It's
no.
like the dungeon scores a 0 out of 10, and then it's like also 2 blue mage spells. And you're like, oh, minus 2 out of 10.
Minus 2 out of 10.
You got to go negative. And you're in the blue mage bin.
I tell you what though, there are 3 in the next expansion, but none of them will make Blue Mage bin.
Blue Mage
Excellent.
bin is very funny.
I can tell you that right now.
Yeah,
Quick.
we're at the end of the Stormblood dungeons. Where's the stinkers? I'm
Yeah.
looking around.
There are none.
There are
I'm
not.
We're running
scanning
out
the
of-
horizon.
Oh,
There's nothing.
There was one. I think the worst dungeon, ironically, is the first dungeon.
Yeah.
That's
Look,
correct.
But I don't think. I think Stormblood overall has like a bunch of like solid 5s, 6s, and 7s, and like 1 or 2 8s and 9s. I don't think there's a 10 in this bunch, to be honest. Like, even as much as I like the Gimlight Dark, I don't think it's a 10. But like, it's a very solid expansion in terms of dungeons, I think.
Absolutely.
Sick.
Next time though. Oh,
Oh fuck!
oh
Speaking
shit.
of peak,
Mm.
Might be
No,
the
no.
best expansion in the game.
might be.
Might be.
That
Might
oh
be.
god no tier is gonna have a nice tumbleweed rolling through it.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
well,
Probably
Might
even
not-
low
it might-
roll.
It might not even have any neighbors.
yeah,
That's true.
it's true.
Low
it's
roll
true.
might have a lump tumbleweed too.
So, yeah, shit. Cool. All right. So, thank you guys for watching again. Make sure you guys share the show as much as you possibly can. We'll be launching our merch line in a couple of weeks, so get on the lookout for that. If you want some shirts, we're having designs, some of which will be fun and ironic, some of which will be some things that we say here. I'm
Need a
thinking we
shirt.
have a shirt that says, "I'm sorry, I play Boo Mage."
I need that shirt.
Yeah,
We're printing one.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're
We'll
making
print-
you wear it.
Or maybe yeah,
You don't have to make me wear it. I'll
I
wear it.
will wear it. All right, well, friends, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week at Reset. Bye.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.